Hello traveler, in today's video we are gonna discussing the secret of free wishes. The absolute powerhouse of the card, one of the top 5, even top 3, arguably top 1 scheme cards in the game currently. The absolute monster that is destroying people while basically giving them no chance to defend themselves in any way if played properly. Card design for players, for people, for the chosen ones who are like dare to use it against their opponent and just absolutely make their life miserable. That's free wishes for you. Today I'll be discussing how and why are they so overpowered, what's going around about them, why everyone is like saying that they are just busted, and the Genie is basically... Free wishes is basically the Genie whole character. He is not able to play without them, like he's not even standing a chance against anybody. He needs to use free wishes. That's why we are here. We will talk about this absolute bad boy of the card in today's video. Come with me, let me show you. But before this, I think we need to discuss the whole identity of the card. You have 3 copies, 3 boost value, don't care, you will not use it on boost, like never. You are gaining an action, which means all those things that are below you are using as basically free boost for your whole turn. It is not consuming your action, so all of these things are free. Now we are basically boosted with them. So yeah, as you can see, we got 3 very like forbidden effects here. First one is draw 5 cards, and we will jump to it. Draw 5 cards. This is the first effect. I'm hardly using it, however it has its uses like in many scenarios, but I am not finding myself using them that often. But you know, personal opinion aside, this is strong effect. This is like basically refilling your whole hand, and with Genie and his cards, the combination like capabilities are crazy. Because drawing 5 cards allow you to find another 3 wishes. What I mean by that? If you are playing Genie, you know that in one turn, your perfect turn is to play the turn with 2 wishes. So, the first 3 wishes you play is this. And then you are drawing 5 cards, let's say. You have very high chance to draw another 3 wishes in those 5 cards. Because every character has, not every character, but most of a Genie's deck is 30 cards. So if you draw 5 cards, and let's say you already draw like 15, you have pretty high chance to draw 3 wishes. What does it mean? Now we are able to chain it up with another 3 wishes, which in this case we'll be using other effects to absolutely destroy and like massacre the opponent. So that's the first thing. This is the least used like scenario, I believe, but the thing that I use this effect the most is the second like example. Awesome with Your Wish is My Command and other discard effects. Your Wish is My Command is this card that allows you to discard 2 cards to gain another action. I will remind you, Genie's ability is to discard 1 card at the beginning of his turn to gain additional action. What does it mean? You can chain like 3 actions in the row. This is like very devastating combo of a scenario. You are going, your wish is my command, you discard 2 cards, then you are going another, your wish is my command. If you would not play, draw 5 cards with 3 wishes, you will not be able to do this, let me tell you that right off the bat. You have to like play this effect to even use this combo of the thing. Then you are hitting them with another your wish is my command, so you are just playing 2 free value attacks for free. It's like discarding 2 cards, but with damage. Then you are using your additional action with something like 4 value attack, or maybe with sultans. We'll get to sultans. And then you are hitting them 2 additional times. This is the power. This is the ultimate power, and I think this combo is pretty cool, pretty awesome, pretty powerful. You are basically like spamming spells into them over and over, and they are just being obliterated. Awesome effect with your wish is my command. Check it out, guys. This is awesome. I'm loving this thing. And the last example. Let you find all desirable cards to kill the opponent. Yeah, so it's basically like I said, it's the same case like with the first example, which is to find your 3 wishes easier, faster, quicker. But now you're, for example, searching for the 4 value attack, let's say, and you have higher chance of drawing it, like very high chance. So as you can see, drawing 5 cards, very good. Other effect. Values are 4. This is like what? This is the power of the like ages. 4 value attacks will be enough to kill the opponent. Like straight up. All of your cards now are 4s. And 4 value attack is respectable, to say at least. It is even more respectable, and not even respectable at this point, it's deadly if you are spamming them with action gains. Because yeah, you are still able to play your wish is my command. So now you can make your wish is my command 4 value attack, and then you have additional action with your ability. Then every single attack from you is now dangerous. What else? 4 value sultans, I have made sultans out of less, is busted. Because it's basically 4 value, choose a card in opponent's hand and discard it. Perfect scenario is, you are playing this card, 3 wishes I mean. Then you are using your third effect that we are not discussing yet, but it's discard 2 cards with another 3 wishes. You are changing the values to 4, then you are playing sultans. Of course you discard 1 card to get additional action. You are doing the magic like all over the place. You are a genie, of course. You are a genie, so you're like plotting around with your spells and the bad decision of your summoners, I guess. And then yeah, you are discarding 1 of their cards with sultans that are full value, and then you are just bang them with everything, because all of your cards now are 4. This is especially deadly against characters that have low blocks, like max of blocks, like their max block is 3, or it's broken against characters that are lacking like a lot of defenses, like Eredin doesn't like being hit a lot of times in 1 turn because he doesn't have a lot of defenses. So this is great, because 4 value attack will for sure like injure him to the point that he will be easier to kill. And it's required for the OTK. Like changing your values to 4 is broken. Of course, and also there is another thing. Just be honest, guys. This effect is awesome, it's so cool, it's so unique. How many cards in Unmatched are telling you that for this turn your values are, let's say, 6. I know the momentous shifts exist, but I don't count it, because there's a lot of momentous shifts and momentous shifts like cards, like for example the Day of Your Doom, but this effect is just awesome. I'm loving this, it's so satisfying. Changing your cards to 4 for the whole turn is like you're giving yourself the power to like basically destroy the opponent. It's like you're buffing yourself with Genie. Genie is now in the, you know, primal offensive mode, in the feral mode, in the frenzy, and he wants to just kill the opponent. Like no playing around with some tricks, just pure magic strength into the face of the opponent to blow up his face. Yeah. Last effect is discard 2 cards, like we talked about it previously. This effect is broken. Discarding 2 cards is like always broken, especially when you're playing Genie, who can get additional actions. Playing this with Sultans, it's just a massacre. It's like you are designing your opponent out of the tools. He is no longer like defending everything from you. He is just dying. Because now you force him to discard 2 cards, which means he is probably like, okay, I will discard my attacks. Of course, he will. But then you play Sultans and you discard his defenses by your own. This card is like mandatory in the OTK. You are playing this first, and then you are deciding if you want to draw 5 cards to do the big combo like I discussed in the previous effect, or you are doing the change the values to 4 and then you are just going big hits. So good. Also, if you are a maniac, you can play discard 2 cards twice if you see that they are low at hand. What they will do? Nothing. You can just discard 2 cards of them and then hit them with 4s, because you have 4 value attacks in your deck. Not a lot, but you got them. So you're discarding 2 of their cards and then you are banging them with 4s, and the truth is, they might be dead. Who is like telling you to not do this? You can also do the another thing. Draw 5 cards, discard 2 of their cards, change the values to 4. You see what I'm going with it, boys? Your wish is my command combo. Plus opponent is defenseless. 4 value Sultans, and then slapping them with a lot of high value attacks. Ultimate power! Thanks for watching. And I want to tell it at the end. I know there is like ton of ways to play this guy. However, I wanted to like taste something for myself. I know there are a lot of more like options. I'm not a Genie specialist, I'm not a competitive player by any means. I just love this game and I want to share my playstyles, my thoughts that I gathered through all of those years while playing this game. So I hope you found it entertaining at least. We can agree on this one. 3 Wishes is broken, and I'm looking for a card that will outperform this one when it comes to schemes. Because nowadays I don't see any scheme being as powerful as this one. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next one, traveler. Now move out on desert and maybe find Genie yourself. Bye.